The notion that there is only one ideal person for us is one that we have all heard. From fairy tales to contemporary dating apps, the idea of soulmates is ingrained in our culture. But does science actually support this theory? What does psychology have to say about the one person we should be with? Discover the truth about soulmates, twin flames, and committed love as we examine the psychology underlying the soulmate myth today. According to the soulmate myth, there is only one ideal match for every individual. Expectations of a simple, fate-driven connection are frequently raised by this idealized belief. However, upon closer inspection, this notion may not be viable. According to research, soulmates are less about a supernatural force and more about emotional and cognitive compatibility. It has more to do with how we cooperate as individuals than it does with fate. Finding the right person isn't the key to long-term love, rather, it's about making a deliberate decision, according to psychology. Mutual respect and commitment are frequently mentioned when discussing enduring love. Research indicates that love is more of a choice than a result of chance. In actuality, couples who actively and consciously choose to commit to and sustain their relationship typically have longer lifespans than those who anticipate perfect compatibility. Many people believe that the idea of twin flames is a more profound and passionate version of the soulmate concept. It is believed that twin flames are two souls from the same source that are intended to unite. According to studies, any strong, long-lasting bond we develop with someone may have less to do with a supernatural connection and more to do with our attachment preferences and common emotional experiences. Love is a chemical phenomenon as well as an emotional one. Dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin are among the chemicals released by our brains when we fall in love. We experience pleasure, connection, and trust as a result of these chemicals. One of the main reasons we think we've found the one is because of this chemistry. However, commitment, emotional control, and common objectives are necessary for long-term relationships. Chemistry alone is not enough. Dr. John Gottman, a psychologist who has spent decades researching marriage and relationships, contends that love is a skill that needs to be practiced. He emphasizes that when partners actively improve their communication, conflict resolution, and emotional intelligence, long-term relationships flourish. This implies that developing a long-lasting relationship involves more than simply meeting the right person. It also entails learning how to support and develop one another over time. It can be deceptive to think that we must find someone who is exactly like us. Strong relationships are built on compatibility rather than perfection, according to psychological research. It all comes down to mutual respect, shared values, and a readiness to make concessions. Although no one is flawless, a successful partnership can be formed when two people respect one another's differences and strive toward the same objective. The soulmate myth creates irrationally high expectations, which is one of its risks. When difficulties unavoidably arise, it can cause disappointment if you believe there is only one perfect person for you. Relationships take patience, understanding, and effort. This misconception can lead people to believe that any difficulty or disagreement indicates they have found the wrong person, but in actuality, difficulties arise in all relationships. Consider well-known couples such as Barack and Michelle Obama. Deep compatibility, shared values, and the decision to overcome life's obstacles together were the main factors in their relationship rather than being soulmates. These couples demonstrate that choosing and working for love is more important than finding the right match. Actually, research on happy couples reveals that they frequently concentrate on their controllable behaviors, such as how they interact, communicate, and develop as a couple. Our childhood attachment style has a significant influence on our adult relationships, according to psychological research. How we approach intimacy and love can be influenced by the attachment styles we develop: secure, anxious, or avoidant. Building a stronger, More secure connection can be facilitated by being aware of both your own and your partner's attachment styles. Finding your perfect match is not the goal, rather, it's about learning to work together in spite of differences. The work that both partners are willing to put in is what determines whether a deep and lasting connection is formed. You can strengthen any relationship by being present, practicing emotional openness, and resolving disagreements. Respect for one another, emotional closeness, and a dedication to developing together are crucial. Therefore, even though there might not be a one true soulmate, any relationship can succeed with the correct attitude and work. Finding the one person who completes you is ultimately not the key to enduring love. It involves consciously choosing to take care of your relationship. Understanding, work, and development, not some fanciful soulmate, are the keys to a true connection. Regardless of whether you've found the one, keep in mind that if you're willing to make the daily decision to choose love, you can find a meaningful, long-lasting relationship.